Hi, this is Dave Dirks, co-author of the book, The New Marketing Analytics. In this segment, I want to talk a little bit more about one of my favorite topics, it seems, these days, and it's about FinTech or financial technology opportunities. Now, we've talked in other video segments about the financial technology or FinTech industry, which is growing by strides every month. And what's happening, obviously, there are a lot of non-traditional banks or non-traditional financial services firms in the form of web-based and app-based firms, where their business model basically is to provide you with a variety of financial services. Some of them specialize in just, for example, providing you with loans. Some are looking to focus pretty much on your helping you with your investments. Some are definitely looking to become broader online banks. And this, as I've said before, should be a particular interest to every bank, really. Even the big national banks have to deal with it. The J.P. Morgans, the Citis, the Wells Fargos. But and those guys, by the way, are taking some of their money and their capital and are investing in some of these fintech business models and opportunities, because they want to make sure that they hedge their bets. That if fintech continues to be the growing juggernaut that it will become, I believe, over the next 5 to 10 years, they want to make sure they're not shut out. Where does that leave the smaller to mid-size, local and regional banks? Well, I think you have to wake up to the fact that fintech is probably here to stay. It's very hard to vision a future without fintech being there and without fintech growing, and without even some of these bigger banks at some point in time taking over some of these fintechs and bringing fintech into their traditional business banking model. So if you're a small local bank or a regional bank, you have to be pretty concerned, and you should be in your boardrooms and in your senior management team meetings. You should be talking about fintech and what your response is. And of course, I've said in many other video episodes that you can't sit around waiting for this thing to come. You've got to really figure out what to do now, even if that means making a series of incremental bets into digital technology so that you're not left out in the cold. So anyway, I thought this was very interesting. I saw Wall Street Journal, February 3rd, 2017. Fintech firms grid for a fight with banks. And what it was really focused on was Dodd-Frank and a provision of Dodd-Frank. The provision is Section 1033, which basically says that banks, meaning traditional banks, small, medium, and large ones, must make available to a consumer upon request information relating to any transaction, series of transactions, or to the account, and in an electronic form that can be used by computer applications. Well, that's been the sort of the key that fintech companies of all types of business models have been using to basically, allow themselves to access traditional bank customer accounts. Customers, of course, give them permission to do so. And the fintechs, of course, whether it's, Betterment, for example, which is a well-funded fintech startup, customers come to them. They have a great app, an investment app. You can plug into that app. And if you do, you have to give Betterment permission to access your accounts so that it can draw your information in and create valuable investing tools. It's all good, except for the fact that obviously fintechs have probably greater plans to build business models that are far broader and far more inclusive to a wider range of banking services that are not online, or that are online, excuse me, and really take the traditional business model to task. So again, if you're a small a local a bank or a community-based credit union, or you're a regional player in the banking market or credit union market, you should be very concerned. And if you're not making investments now to prepare your business to do business beyond its current borders, and that's the consideration that I want you to think about. You have to think about your bank or your credit union beyond the borders of your current business model. Right now, you're based on, your bank branch model or your whatever branch model you have. If you don't start moving some of your assets in terms of some of your capital investments into building a better banking applications where people can do business with you no matter where they are, then I think you're going to be in a world of hurt. And it's going to come within a time frame of 5 to 10 years or less. So I listen, this is my opinion. But I'm asking, I'm saying if you work for a small bank or any size bank for that matter, and you don't hear them talking about FinTech, I would be pretty worried about it. Anyway, this is Dave Dirks. I encourage you to take a look at our book, The New Marketing Analytics. And it's a book that came out in October of 2016. And you can get it on Amazon, or you can go to our website, www.newmarketinganalytics.com. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.